A year ago, Wachu was a completely different idea. We talked about doing an artist development house or some kind of record label-y type idea, and then decided to sort of focus on the skills that we had now rather than reaching too far out of our limits.
I wanna be loved by you.
Most of the shows in Vancouver are kind of, you know, people put them together with a pretty specific flow. You know, we'll make a folk showcase or whatever, and so this is kind of a different idea.
Follow me, my love. One more time.
And we want to get people that are just open to good music and get people at a show that maybe, you know, came for the hip hop, but might be introduced to an electronica artist. The unifying theme is this collaboration and community and great music. Yeah, and making music together is something magical.
On top of that, we sort of solidify our, I don't want to say territory, but our reach within Vancouver area. Definitely getting a different type of crowd that's coming in. Recently, more people from the music industry, I guess, local music industry, has been noticing us a bit more.
Just all the players that we have on our team are making it different. You, for example, Redbud Films, making these videos that are focusing on, you know, profiling the artists. So, what's your story? What's your story so far? Give us a bit of a background about Nadia.
Hearts are fine in the summertime, but mine is getting me down.
I think documenting a show like any of the Wachu shows is great because it not only is going to give the audience that has maybe not yet come, they're going to get a little taste of what to expect from a Wachu show. For those people that have been to a Wachu show, I think the behind-the-scenes video and the backstage pass is a great way to relive that night.
Yeah, also Dave, I mean, asks questions about certain topics like, you know, marketing your own band or doing all that kind of stuff. So that's a lot of added value for anybody who's interested in you know, maybe they're a musician themselves or they are into it in some way.
In my experience in the last little while, it seems like more people are now opening up to actually having live music in the venues, like even the clubs on Granville Street, where they would never, ever, you know, touch a live rock band on Friday night.
Basically, I just, you know, try and say as little as possible and just keep the show moving along.
I found a quote for me in here describing his music as going back and forth between singing the saddest songs in the world on an acoustic guitar and then trying to make the most bangin' dance music.
And make sure that the audience, you know, knows what's going on. At any given time, I can explain to them and say, you're at a show and you're going to watch a band now. That's basically...
Because they wouldn't have guessed that.
No.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you. Come on, you can do better than that.
The host lends a certain amount of connectivity to the shows because Dave plays every show as well.
A little known fact about Dave, he's a good friend to dogs. So just keep that in mind as you're watching the show. Very likable guy, likes dogs and dogs like him.
You know you're going to see Dave put on a great show. And I'm there too, and they can kind of get to know, you know, get a feel for the show.
Sweet, sweet girl, I wanna love you. And
you've got that friendly brand, but at the same time you're getting new artists every time as well.
Where we go, who we know, moving so very slow.
And also the people that are working the night, you know, everybody from the merchandise table to the door people, there's just a really positive vibe there.
I've known Dave since grade 8, and I've known Dave to be very talented individual, and I've seen him evolve as a musician. And Harry I've also known since high school. So when the two of them came together and created this really interesting concert series idea for our city in Vancouver, I've always admired them for that.
Don't tell me what to do, 'cause I can't hear you, 'cause I can't
We were still trying to figure out what Wachu was kind of in the beginning. I think any new company, it takes a while for sort of to find a voice within that company and the brand.
See, I'ma grind out till I make it. I stay loyal, the streets my soil until I'm gone.
We started off with images of people and singers, and then we slowly moved into more typographic sort of approach. I wanted people to kind of get a feeling that this is something that's really hip, really worth your while. And the fact that it's changing every month is so important.
I feel free, man. I let my spirit speak. I drop jewels, I drop wisdom when I spit and teach.
Just with the inundation of noise that's out there on those streams these days, we're providing very quality videos. We're providing all sorts of great photos and things that I think the quality is really at the center of it all.
A lot of these bands have been around for a while, but they're at that level where they're working hard and trying to make something of themselves. And as everything moves forward, everybody's just going to move up and up and up. So I think the concert series will go with that.
But what goes up must come down. Wish we could go back to the way things were before we hit the ground. Oh.
We believe that really sharing in our music together is what's really going to allow our community to thrive.
Grabbing sort of different brackets of success, but having the same themes of like great musicians. So you could have somebody at quite a lower bracket success and then somebody up here, but they're still all collaborating and yeah.
Nobody's happy and nobody's healthy.
If you're somebody who is trying to break into the industry, somebody who is even remotely interested in the artistic field, it's a great place to network and meet people.
Bounce, 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 love. The girl that I want more than anything is gone.
And we hope we're creating lasting relationships with people that are coming out and that want to keep welcoming them back with open arms and hoping that we're meeting their expectations and pushing forward.
I looked up toward the sky.
It might be late. You might have, a final exam tomorrow, but you're going to blow it off anyway, so why not blow it off at Wachu?
We don't necessarily recommend that.
Oh, sweet kind over me, 'cause I realize the crowd will not part if it all does not start with me. Here we go.
Your wife is in the hospital and you should be there for her, but there's nothing that you can do in the delivery room. Go to a Wachu show.
Keep going. I like this. What else could you do?
You're the safety inspector on an ocean-bound freight boat.
Say one more, yeah, I got to feel the joy of its sky, the peace of my life. I got a feeling, love, 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 all around. I got to feel the love, 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 all around. Say, ooh, ooh, nah, ooh, ooh, You guys are so great. It's so great.